Good evening. I'm Cole Klein, the Vice President of the Class of 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, friends, family, and fellow graduates, welcome to the Big Spring High School's 71st Commencement Ceremony, celebrating the Class of 2026. Tonight, we recognize the past 13 years of achievements for 173 graduating seniors. We, as a graduating class of 2026, ask for your attention and respect as our achievements are formally recognized in our traditional commencement program. We are asking that you silence all cell phones and also that you refrain from using any noise-making devices as they are counterproductive in a ceremony that highlights the achievements of our students. Also, please regard important courtesies by standing when we stand and listening quietly and attentively to all of our commencement presenters. Most importantly, be sure to enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime event to honor the graduating class of 2026. I would now like to invite Emma Rice, historian of the class of 2026, to continue our ceremony.
Good evening. Would everyone please stand? Audience members, please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I now invite Lacey Lehman, the treasurer of the senior class, to present the class of 2026 welcoming message.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the honor and privilege of welcoming the Big Spring School Board members, the administrators, the faculty, family, friends, and my fellow classmates of the commencement ceremony of Big Spring High School. This school is celebrating its 71st anniversary. That is 71 years that would not have been possible without the leadership shown by our administration, who has persisted in the most trying situations. The understanding of our guidance staff, who provided a safe haven to us to assist us with our struggles and rejoice with us in our triumphs. The love and perseverance of our teachers, who have always been willing to help when the time arose. Every staff member here this evening played a role in our graduation. We, the class of 2026, would like to thank each and every employee in the Big Spring School District, both past and present, for putting forth such great effort, often selfless jobs. Truly, you are the people who made it possible for us as Big Spring Bulldogs to believe and achieve. But let us not forget one other group of people. I speak of those who drove us to school when we missed the bus, found time to practice flashcards with us before a final, and those who shared moments of sorrow and moments of joy. the people who guided us from our very first timid steps to the proud and confident steps we are taking now. I refer to our parents and our families, and I ask that at this time, my fellow graduates rise. And please face your families. For a moment, let us all express our appreciation to these people who are responsible for us being here today. Now, class of 2026, please stay standing and have a look around you at your classmates and be thankful, for it is from one another that we have learned more than any textbook could ever offer. And finally, let us look at ourselves, the graduating seniors, for all the motivational speakers in the world could not earn you a seat at this commencement. Ultimately, you are the one who made it to class. You're the one who completed the assignments, and you are the one who opened yourself to the opportunity of a lifetime, seized it, and now stand ready to run with it. Congratulations, class of 2026, and best wishes. You may now be seated. It is now my honor to introduce our class secretary, August Dellinger, who will be giving the introduction of speakers.
Good evening. I am pleased to introduce our first student presenter, Zoe Zimmerman, with her speech entitled More Than a Diploma.
Good evening, school board members, administrators, teachers, families, and the Big Spring High School class of 2026. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zoe Zimmerman, and I'm honored to be standing up here tonight. Before I begin, I want to remind us of the people who made this day possible, our families. I want to thank my parents for everything, for always being there, for supporting me, and for never giving up on me. Mom, Dad, I love you both to the moon and back. When people talk about education, they usually bring up GPAs, test scores, and transcripts. While those things definitely mattered over the past 4 years, we all know that's not what we remember most about Big Spring. What we'll remember are the little things. Walking into school half asleep, counting down the days to the weekend, seeing the same familiar faces in the hallway every day, and sitting in classrooms where we learned, laughed, and stressed. We'll remember the moments that didn't seem important at the time, the random conversations, the inside jokes, and the normal days that turn into the ones we'll miss the most. Perhaps, more than the things, we'll remember the people, the teachers who showed up for us every single day, not just to teach, but to support, challenge, and believe in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. The teachers who stayed after school, answered our emails at questionable hours, and managed to keep us on track when we were close to giving up. And if we're being honest, there were times we didn't fully appreciate them in the moment. But standing here today, they're the ones that made the biggest difference. Along with the things and the people, we remember the experiences, the chance to figure out who we really are. Through sports, clubs, music, art, and everything in between, we stepped outside of our comfort zones. We learned how to balance way too many responsibilities at once, how to work with people who are completely different from us, and how to handle challenges we didn't see coming. We learned time management, or at least how to get everything done right before the deadline and hope for the best. But most importantly, we learned resilience. We learned how to keep going when things became stressful, overwhelming, or just plain difficult. Through it all, we made it here. What makes Big Spring special is a sense of community. In a place like this, people know you, they support you, they show up for you. Whether at games, events, or everyday life, there's always been a sense that you're a part of something bigger. That's not something everyone gets to experience. Now, we're standing at this moment that we've been working towards for years. And while it's exciting, it's also a little bittersweet. It means saying goodbye to something that's been a huge part of our lives. We take the lessons, the memories, the friendships, and the experiences that shaped us into who we are today. Class of 2026, we're not just leaving Big Spring, we're carrying it with us. No matter where life takes us, whether we know exactly what's next or still figuring it out, we'll always have this place, this community, and each other. We'll always be Big Spring Bulldogs. Thank you, and congratulations.
Our final student speech this evening will be Chase Fry, who will be reading his speech entitled Homegrown.
Good evening, everybody. First, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. Then, I'd like to thank all the administrators and school board members for getting us to this point. Thank you for my teachers for pushing me the past 13 years. Thank you to my friends and classmates for creating countless memories and bettering myself. And most importantly, thank you to my parents and family for pushing me to be the best person possible and help me achieve my goals. There's a song that I always enjoyed listening to when I was younger, Homegrown by the Zach Brown Band. The song is that realization that the little things in life mean everything. The people we grow up with, and the fact that life doesn't need to be too glamorous in order to have value. And as I started to grow up, I realized the real meaning of the song. It started to sound like small town Newville and the life that we all live. We grew up in a place where there isn't much going on besides Friday night lights, parades, and fountain festivals. But what makes this place so special is that all these things mean something to us. Some of our closest friends have been with us since learning the alphabet in kindergarten. We all sit here today at graduation knowing the person to our left, to our right. None of us are strangers, and that's what makes this place truly homegrown. Freshman year, we all walked into the high school for the first time, unsure of the future ahead. But with new teachers, a variety of course options, and newfound freedoms, we wanted to find out where we'd fit in and the type of people we really were. Even though the beginning might have felt awkward, we always had friends to lean on. Like Zach Brown said, I got everything I need and nothing that I don't. We have everything we need within our friends. The people sitting here in front of me tonight were truly everything I needed. It's all any of us needed. Our education at Big Spring is valuable, but the little moments that you don't realize mean something until they're over are the most important. The bus rides home after an upset, the discussions at a lunch table, and the conversations with your favorite teachers during flex time. The list could seriously go on and on. It's not about where you are, but the people you're surrounded by that make all the memories. This special group of people are the people that have been there for one another through thick and thin. We've all seen each other during the lows, we've all seen each other during the highs, and even the stuff in between. But that's what makes this place feel like more than a school. It feels like a family or homegrown. One of my favorite verses from the song is, "Live in a small town where it feels like home." There are many moments throughout my high school experience that made me realize that this community and class is family. The one that sticks out the most, and probably most of my fellow classmates, was this year's LBJ win. Now, I might be a little biased, but I believe this was not only a special moment for our team, but also the community and family as a whole. We were doubted by everybody, but the community and students rallied behind us to win on a last-second Hail Mary. The students rushing the field, high fives and hugs from family and friends. The overall feeling of that night was truly unmatched. It truly is a small place that feels like home. As we close our high school careers tonight, we are heading our own separate directions to create our own story, our own path. No matter where you're heading, whether that's an academic institution, the workforce, or a military branch, we can all be carrying homegrown with us, even if you are still trying to make up your mind. You may not always live in Newville, but you'll always carry the values, memories, and lessons from your mentors for the rest of your life. It's about remembering what shaped you and where you came from. So congratulations, class of 2026. You did it. Tonight we'll be able to close one chapter and open another. New opportunities for growth are upon you. No matter where life might take you, we will always have that feeling of being homegrown, living in a small town that shaped the people we are today. Thank you.
I now wish to introduce Dr. Michael Carnes, principal of Big Spring High School, as he recognizes some of the highlights of our senior class.
Good evening. I am Michael Carnes, and I have the honor of being the principal of Big Spring High School. We're here tonight to recognize, reflect on, and celebrate the many accomplishments of the class of 2026. In their academic and extracurricular pursuits, the class of 2026 has added significantly to our school's proud history, continuing the legacy of Big Spring's great name. At this time, I would like to recognize groups of students who have particularly excelled. High expectations and high standards are the cornerstone of academic excellence. Within Big Spring High School, there are a number of nationally affiliated honor societies for which membership is highly sought after, but difficult to obtain. These range from overall academic excellence to the sciences, the humanities, technology, journalism, and the arts. Would all students wearing honors cords or white tassels rise at this time? Blue and gold cords are worn by members of the National Honor Society. Members of the National Technical Honor Society are designated by white tassels. Members of the National High School Mathematics Honor Society, known as Mu Alpha Theta, are wearing blue and yellow cords. Graduates wearing green, gold, and purple cords are members of the Science National Honor Society. Members of the National Agricultural Honor Society are wearing blue and gold braided cords. Members of the National Art Honor Society sport multicolored cords. Graduates wearing pink cords are members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society of the National Association for Music Education. Members of the International Journalism Honor Society, known as Quill and Scroll, are wearing blue and gold cords. Members of the Hispanic National Honor Society are designated by red and gold cords. And graduates wearing blue and gray cords are members of the Tempest Leo Club. Congratulations, all Honor Society seniors. The next group of students to be recognized have demonstrated academic perfection. These scholars have secured a 4.0 grade point average or higher during the career at Big Spring High School, often taking our most difficult and challenging courses. Would our 28 honors students wearing their gold stoles please rise to be recognized? Congratulations. The class of 2026 has 24 seniors graduating with a distinguished diploma, which is earned by completing at least 2 years of a world language, a minimum of a 3.5 cumulative grade point average, a minimum of 3 advanced placement or college courses, 5 additional honors, advanced placement, or college courses, and a minimum of 150 hours of community service. Will the graduates receiving a distinguished diploma this evening please stand to be recognized? Our graduating seniors who attended the Cumberland Perry Area Vocational Technical School have studied across 14 different program areas. The vocational education experience is a tremendous opportunity to learn marketable and high sought-after skills, and Big Spring students not only take full advantage of it, they excel in it. As a group, 85% of our seniors have passed their National Occupational Competency Testing Institute assessments, or NOCTI tests, from Cumberland Perry Area Vocational Technical School. This is a true testament to their work ethic and the great job of educators at Cumberland Perry do every day. Would our 26 Cumberland Perry seniors please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. Tonight we recognize a group of students wearing blue and gold agricultural cords. Would these students please rise? These cords represent a commitment to excellence in the area field of agriculture. The graduates have earned this distinction by either achieving the Keystone degree, the highest honor of the FFA they can receive in the state of Pennsylvania, or by successfully completing the NOCTI exam in agricultural production. These 14 graduates have proven their dedication to one of Pennsylvania's most foundational and vital industries. And we honor their hard work tonight. Justin Baum, Aubrey Boyd, Aaron Cribbs, Hannah Darhauer, Levi Dorsum, Elizabeth Eckenrode, Cord Hetrick, Ella Franklin, Layla Lego, Lacey Lehman, Malia Acker, Brenna Petticord, Emma Rice, and Emma Wagner are all members of this class to have earned at least one of those two recognitions. 7 of these graduates have earned both Keystone degrees and showed proficiency on the NOCTI exam. Today, I'm proud to report something I don't think I've ever done, and that is to report that 99% of our students, our senior class, that started this year with us as seniors are graduating this evening, which is 173 graduates. '83 are prepared to enter 2- or 4-year colleges. 21 will be entering the career and technical programs. 55 are preparing to enter the world of work upon graduation. At this time, I would like to recognize a small but very important group from the class of 2026. I would like our 3 seniors designated with red, white, and blue cords who have already enlisted in the United States military to stand and be recognized. We salute and appreciate your patriotism and your commitment to serve our nation. The most competitive, challenging, and prestigious senior year designations are the class valedictorian salutatorian, which represents the students with the highest and second highest grade point average in the class. As part of our Big Spring tradition, we would like to present gifts to our valedictorian salutatorian. Would Ethan Henry please come to the podium? Ethan Henry is the class of 2026 valedictorian. He is the son of Robert and Kelly Henry. Ethan earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.2381. Ethan will be attending Shippensburg University to study mechanical engineering. As a token of our esteem for your accomplishments, we have a gift from you, from your Bulldog family, to make sure you arrive on campus in style. Would Zoe Zimmerman please come to the podium? Zoe Zimmerman is the class of 2026 salutatorian. She is the daughter of Matthew and Erica Zimmerman. Zoe earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.1692. Zoe will be attending the University of Pennsylvania to study nursing. As a token of our esteem for your accomplishments, we have a gift for you from your Bulldog family to make sure you arrive on campus in style. Class of 2026, tonight we celebrate not just a milestone, but a launch. We mark the end of one chapter and the uncertain, thrilling beginning of another. Thank you for letting me be your principal, and I wish you all the best as you begin the next chapter in your life. So to the class of 2026, we are proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Congratulations and thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Nicholas Garante, Superintendent of the Big Spring School District.
Thank you, Dr. Carnes. Good evening to all in attendance, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Today is a proud celebration of your hard work, your resilience, and the dedication of everyone in this stadium who helped get you to this finish line. Please allow me to recognize some of the people that play pivotal roles. The Big Spring School District Board of Education. Please stand as I call your name. Mr. John Wardle, President. Mr. Michael Hippensteel, Vice President. Mrs. Julie Booth, Secretary. Mrs. Lisa Shade, Treasurer, Mr. Frank Myers, Mr. Seth Corman, Dr. Allison Malott. Thank you for your service. Would the following leadership teams please rise? High School, Dr. Michael Carnes, Mr. Charles Smith, Mr. Joseph Sinkovich, Mr. Scott Penner. Middle School, Mrs. Clarissa Rice, Mr. Brad Fry. Elementary Schools, Mrs. Karen Ward, Mrs. Stacy Kimball, Mr. Bill Wanders. Central Office, Dr. Nadine Sanders, Mrs. Nicole Donato, Mrs. Christy Lentz, Dr. Tricia Reed, Dr. Jennifer Chamberlain, Mr. Robert Krebs. Would all other Central Office, elementary, middle school, and high school faculty and staff also please rise? Class of 2026, these individuals stand to recognize your achievement and development as young people. Please give them a round of applause. You may be seated. Our society values and needs protectors. Would all active and retired military service men and women, along with our graduates who are entering service, please rise. Thank you for your service. Class of 2026, as we reflect on the various emotions of this evening, I would like to repeat a sentiment that Dr. Oldham shared during class night. Life is going to throw some tough things your way. Your time in high school probably already proved that, and adulthood is going to confirm it. But knowing that life has its hard parts isn't a reason to give up or get cynical. Instead, it's the exact place where we start to look for a deeper, better perspective. It reminds us not to look at temporary fixes, but to build our lives on something that actually lasts. Recognizing that life is tough allows us to search for something much bigger than just a quick moment of happiness. The philosopher Dallas Willard once wrote, "Joy is not a passing sensation, but a pervasive sense of well-being." Pleasure is temporary. Sometimes it depends on beautiful weather or a big win. However, a preventive self-well-being is an anchor. It's that quiet, steady confidence that no matter how messy or chaotic things get around you, you are fundamentally okay. Your worth isn't tied to your latest achievement or bad grade, but rather it is directly connected to your basic value as a human being. When you have that well-being anchor, you change the way you look at the world. You learn to see joy despite hard times, and you focus on the good. Because that goodness is real. We are all invited to do something wonderfully bold when things get tough. We're invited to dance. Before I elaborate on dance, I'm going to add to the playlist that Mr. Chase Fry began earlier tonight with the classic, timeless lyrics from Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. Some will win, some will lose. Some were born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on. Now, I have attended the prom. Let's go back to that dance. It's not a rhythmic movement. It's an attitude of the heart. Journey reminds us that the movie of life keeps spinning with its wins and losses. A positive perspective doesn't mean pretending the blues don't exist. It just means refusing to let them control the song. Choosing to dance is your way of controlling the rhythm of life. It means choosing to be grateful, choosing to hope, and living with optimism. You can't always control whether you win or lose, but you can control your perspective. Most of the world doesn't care if you're offbeat. It just needs you on the dance floor. Class of 2026, let's conclude with one final math problem. If you take the sum of your hard work, couple it with the positive impact of our Bulldog culture as shared by Miss Zoe Zimmerman, add in the steady anchor of joy reflected in dance, and then throw in the classic reminder to never stop believing, and the total equals ever, always strong. Congratulations. It is my pleasure to introduce School Board President, Mr. John Wardle.
Good evening. You shouldn't clap until you know what I have to say. It is great to be here this evening, but it's not about me. It's about you. And I want to speak directly to the graduates, each of you. I'm your last 8 minutes before your 8 seconds of fame. And no, you're not going to be in a rodeo. Your name will be read. You'll touch the bulldog. You'll get the diploma. And the celebration will begin. Good evening, graduates, families, and school people. You'll get that in a minute. I want to speak to each of you. Tonight is like no other. Breathe in deeply. Feel the memory. Because you will never be together at this place, on this field, ever again as a group. We care about you and your future. We are here tonight because we love you and are proud of you, the class of 2026. But we're not done yet. I brought 3 books. I thought I should read from them because maybe you didn't pay attention in English class. The first book, grandparents and parents, I expect to see this under the tree at Christmas if they don't already have it. It's Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. This is a very important book because each one of you may not know exactly where you're going. You may know for tomorrow and tonight for the after grad party, but what about a year from now? Or when you graduate? Or you come back from the military? Where will you go? This is a book of wisdom. Dr. Seuss wrote many books of wisdom. You should develop a library. The second book, a little more rare, is What Do People Do All Day? Think about it. Yeah, you go to work, but what about all the other activities? What about being a parent? What about being a family member? What about building things? This is all filled with animals doing great things. I can't wait to see what you do. But the third book is for each of you. Tonight, I wish I had a book that I could give each of you. But there's something unique about this book. It's older than anyone that is here tonight. Its copyright is 1925, and it's about America, whether we should buy Alaska, whether General Lee made the right decisions, whether the Civil War happened the way it did. But we're going to pretend this book is empty. It's 101 years old, has many good stories in it, but right now this book is empty. It's not the book that some people study. This is the book of your life. And you have to complete this book. You see, the first 18 chapters have already been written. You can't change the book. You can only change the future. Let's go back to chapter 1. You were born. You were the hopes and dreams of your parents. They wanted the best for you. And here you are tonight, ready to celebrate. Nike says, just do it. I say, you did it. You did it with a passion, and you did it with a purpose. In chapter 1 of your book, you started to learn to crawl. You rose up and you began to walk. You probably learned half of what you knew before you came to school. What do you remember the most about the first 5 years of your life? Chapter 6, you came to kindergarten. New friends, reading, writing, and math. Recess, school lunches. And who was that first grade teacher that made the big impact? You were learning to grow. Chapter 12, you went to middle school. Schedules, one-way halls, different subjects, drama, and middle school homeroom. All the things you learned in middle school started to prepare you for the big high school. In chapter 15, high school started. Dances, special classes, clubs, sports, band, FFA, tech school, higher classes, career path, the prom, and the senior class trip. But now it's chapter 18. Tonight. What are you going to write in your book next? And now the next chapters. I believe there should be 3 parts to your book. Please try to remember them. The first part is professionalism. What are you going to do each day with a passion? What job and skills are you going to transfer from high school to your life? Do you have a passion to give 110% each and every day? The second part or pillar should be family. You are who you are because of your parents, but now you must go your own way. They cared for you, they created a space for you, and they want the best. And the last part or the pillar should be service. What are you going to do to help others? What are you going to do to make a difference in someone else's life? As your life is written, develop these traits: integrity, doing the right thing; character, who you are and what you stand for; develop respect, treat others as unique and quality people; empathy, care for others and their needs. And lastly, humility. Be human and learn from your mistakes, not about you, but what we can do together. You are not born with these skills, but you develop each of them. You build your reputation. Never lose it. So as we close, where will you go? What will you do? How will you serve? Volunteer, Red Cross, fire company, EMT, coach, advisor, but most of all, be a friend. Your life is ahead of you. It's time to step up and make a difference. A little bit of last math. I know it was your favorite subject. 100 years, 365 days, 24 hours a day, and 60 minutes. You have 52,560,000 minutes to make an impact. Make it count. Your work life, if it's 40 years, that's if you graduate and are able to retire at 58, you'll work 2,000 hours a year, 80,000 hours, make $20 an hour, you'll be a millionaire, 1.6 million. But if you work harder and make $40 an hour, you'll make 3.2 million. Math counts. Live close by or fly away. You will always be a bulldog, always strong, and now you are free. Let the commencement and celebration begin. Thank you.
We now present the class of 2026. William Field Thompson. Cole Brew Klein. August Lynn Dellinger Bennett. Sophia Noel Gracie. Lacey Ann Lehman. Lillian Jeanette Largent. Emma Lou Rice. Chance Marine Flanagan. Ethan Donald Henry. Zoe Lee Zimmerman. Chase Everett Fry. Isabel Grace Fry. Savannah Lee Tack. Layla Catherine Moore. Caden Christopher Snyder. Preston Charles Alleman. Connor Nicholas Over. Emmett Lewis Prisk. Connor Nathan O'Leary. Joseph Ryan Worley.
Emma Marie Smiley. Miley Sway Byers. Juliette Marie Harris. Eliana Marie Purnell. Landon Lynn Detweiler. Owen Wesley Drawbaugh. Brian Joseph Goulet. Dalton Douglas Mersch. Daniel James Katora. Peter Chandler Eddy. Avery Lillian Scott. Paige Addison Schuster. Sean Isabel Adler. Aaliyah Lauren Wickard. Aubrey Elizabeth Chestnut. Avalise Naomi Ackworth. Caitlin Grace Swintoski. Leah Elizabeth Bixler. Malia Suzanne Ocker. Koya Joe Gutshaw.
Aiden Brian Keith Pfeiffer. Cole James Slavin. Bradley Lynn Schlusher. Nicholas Parks Reinhardt. Caden Alexander Rice. Adrian John Jacomas. Alexander Anthony Aragones. George Adele Fozzie. Mia Elizabeth Colberg. Riley Madison Stewart. Sarah Hassan Haroon Adam. Anna Lee Trez. Kylie Reese O'Donnell. Maria Lynn Tandle. Ava Catherine Christopher. Victoria Alexis Bechtold. Madison Pearl McDaniel. Henry John Seymour III. Sawyer Benjamin Hagenview. Matthew Alexander Baca.
Parker Wyatt Gibson. Ashton Lee Peffer. Case Logan Geistwhite. Peyton Lee Neidlinger. Landon Michael Mayer. Caden Matthew Hetrick. Matthew James Paulus. Nicholas Alexander Souders. Heaven Lee Ramirez de Arellano. Ella Lynn Franklin. Emma Rose Wagoner. Julian Isaiah Castillo. Riley Elizabeth Madden. Eliana Olivia Jones. Aislinn Dawn Bursito. Peyton Jane Bear. Lily May Hedrick. Taylor May Russell. Remy Lynn Hunsberger. Mackenzie Renee Hoffman.
Timothy William Rice, Jr. Blaine Allen Nixon. Jacob Ray Miller. Carter John Kenning. Caleb John Barrick. Peyton Daniel Kelly. Wyatt Lee Zeri. Elizabeth Marie Eckenrode. Haley Lynn Staver. Layla Keanne Lego. Taylor Lee Coy. Alexis Jane Mattern. Aaron Robert Cribbs. Justin Anthony Baum. Karina Ann Matterang. Esther Marie Reed. Aubrey Madeline Boyd. Alessandra Diana Orner. Aubrey Grace Frame. Kylie Marie Beam.
Landon Scott Kiner. Elijah Eugene Reel. Maximus Xavier Ricky. Austin Jean Kastner. Dylan Matthew Peters. Jonathan Carl Burns. Cord William Hetrick. Aiden Michael Young. Hannah Jane Darhauer. Levi Andrew Dorsum. Dylan James Gray. Reese Athanasius Griffith. Cadence May Myers. Haley Marie McKee. Breland Kendall Hodge. Kayla Lynn Hoffman. Zoe Ray Peters. Maria Liana Torres. Marley Jean Mikesel. Jillian Paige Leibelsberger.
Kenneth James Clark. Brandon David Scheller. Landon Matthew Black. Chase Patrick O'Toole. Oliver Wayne Lehman. Matthew Wayne Witter. Clayton Lee Kramer. William Edward Berkebile III. William Michael Bell. Kyan James Myers. Miracle Hope Marquez. Brenna Marie Petticord. Bree Carolyn Barrick. Caitlin Lauren Alexander. August Elizabeth Hamilla. Lacey Noel Kiesman. Chase Caitlin Barrett. Akancha Gale. Michaela Jade Bronowell. Jocelyn Alexandra Paulino.
Isaac Jonathan Sugart. Cameron Scott Long. Samantha N. Marie Morris. Crystalline Hazel Ann Thorson. William Brew Monnet. Benjamin Kenneth Moyer. Casper Anthony Cates. Jack Martin Brozick. Jason Robert Coates. Thomas Andrew McDonald. Jameer Preston Hodge. Xavier Javon McKelvey. Cameron Daniel White. Matthew Wayne Burkett. Jesse Franklin Weary. Jacob Lamont Carey. Cadence Marie Lebo. Angelina Grace Wright. Cameron Irene Calaman. Alexander Mason Ricker. Marshall Rodney Seeley. Nathan Wesley Hale. Antonio Maurice Thomas, Jr. Tara Marie Garman.
Hello, I'm Will Thompson, President of the Class of 2026. I would like to thank you for your cooperation and support this evening. Parents and guardians, thank you for all of your efforts and assistance during our lives. Graduates, best wishes to each of you as you go forward into the world. No matter where you all end up, we must never forget that we always have a home here at Big Spring. And now, everyone please stand. And sing along with the seniors as we, for our last time as students, sing our alma mater.
Seniors, by the power vested in me by the Big Spring School Board of Directors, I formally declare you graduates of the class of 2026.